How do you make a train sit? Well, I'm going to tell you, and it's not like making a dog sit. We're talking about a yard type that you may have never considered for your model railroad, and we're going to use that in an op session. This video is brought to you with support from Klondike's. Klondike's is a family-owned business that makes in-scale T-Track modules, mini diorama kits, and in-scale display stands right here in the US. You've seen me feature many of their modules right here on this channel, and I am so proud to have them as a partner on this channel. Check them out at the link in the description. So, what did I actually mean by make a train sit? Well, SIT is actually an acronym for Storage in Transit. This is a type of car storage yard. Storage yards are something that I have seldom seen on model railroads, but have a lot of operational potential. Let's go over it and then operate it. Car storage comes in two basic varieties: empty and full cars. Empty cars are simply stored and awaiting a job. Full cars are the aforementioned storage in transit. Empty cars can be stored just about anywhere there is space. Many short lines use car storage as a revenue source. The Yadkin Valley Railroad, which I'm basing a lot of my railroad off of, does this, and you can find car storage just about anywhere there's extra trackage. Now, for full cars, this is where storage in transit comes in. The best way I have heard it described is as a warehouse on wheels. An industry will load cars with raw materials and send them to storage tracks to await a purchase from a customer. The rail car storage tracks are less expensive to maintain than a warehouse. Let's take the example of a plastic pellet manufacturer. They load covered hoppers full of plastic pellets and ship them to a storage in transit location. They do this for two reasons. One is to free up manufacturing capacity without adding warehouse space. The second is to get their product closer to customers so that deliveries can be made faster. Now, I'm going to demonstrate this with operations of my new Blue Ridge and Western Freelance Railroad that I'm developing. Two of the main products on the BRW will be gypsum and aggregate for concrete. We start at the yard, where empty hoppers are stored, waiting for the quarries to call for the cars to be filled. There are also full hoppers awaiting delivery. Now, I'm using cold loads in these because I don't have aggregate loads made yet, so just bear with me on that. A quarry has called for a load, and a consist of cheap 15s will take it to the quarry. Now, I don't have a quarry on my layout, so I'm going to use my cement industry for this, and I'll also store the extras on the track next to it. Next up, let's talk about a storage in transit situation. Gypsum suppliers are storing hoppers full of gypsum in the yard here. Those are cars being hauled by a pair of old SD7s. consistent pair does a runaround move and parks the cars in the yard. The final phase of this is getting cars out of storage and onto a customer. For this, the BRW has a pair of C39-8s. One is an old Conrail and one is an old Norfolk Southern. This train is coming in with empty hoppers to store in the yard for when they're needed at the gypsum facilities. The pair will also grab the full cars and take them to the BRW Marion yard and onto customers via CSX. Car storage is something that I don't see included in a lot of operations, but it's something that you can do a lot of car moves in your op session with without a large industry. And if you're modeling a short line, it can be a big part of your operations. Before we go, let's check out these model railroad businesses. Scaletree.com. Scaletree.com makes hero and forest trees for HO and N-Scale. They also do custom trees for custom orders. Check them out at scaletree.com. Model Railway Backshop is a great place if you're looking for a quality paint job for your old or new brass model locomotive. If you're looking to get that brass model weathered, you can get that done too. Right now, you can get 10% off any brass model painting and weathering job by using the promo code NMRA10. Check them out at modelrailwaybackshop.com. Now, I've done quite a few operations, and I'm going to link some videos right here for you to check out for those operations. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY and Digital. Stay safe, be kind, and happy railroading.